Right, I'm going to show you today how to make a little bag. They can be a little jewellery bag, you pop your makeup in. I've made them all sizes. You can decide what size you like. There's a tiny one little there. Put your change in, pop it in your bag. Little girls like to have these, put all their little bits and pieces in, all their jewels. This one here, I finished it with cord. This one here, I finished it with ribbon. With the same material. I've just folded it over. I'll talk you through that in a moment. So you need to get a piece of material. Now this is for this one here, or this size here. Alright, this smaller one. And you need a piece of material that's 8 inches by 6 inches. You then sew together, these seams need to be sewn. I'm going to show you on this edge. You sew this seam together. You fold, first of all you fold this top edge down so you've got this top edge folded down. Then you sew this seam together. Then you have to fold it over here and sew up here. So I'll just go through that again. First of all you do the top seam just once. Then you have to sew up one edge. You sew up one edge in order to be able to fold that over, because this is this part here. This is this bit here where you put your cords through. Alright, so that is roughly, I'm not being very exact with this at all, because I'm just going to make them nice and quickly, about 2.5 inch turn down. Alright, so you sew up to there, fold it over, sew this piece down. Then obviously you're going to need to do the other side, and then I'll show you the next piece. I'm going to sew that ready for you. Now depending on how big you want your bag, you're basically looking at something that's that sort of shape, so it can be wider and longer, but you do need to bear in mind you need to seam the top and you need enough to fold it down. I always iron my folding before I start sewing. Now if you come to this one here, you'll see that there's the top seam already sewn down. I've now done both edges, as I said just now. I'm now going to fold that in. I've turned it in the right way. I've pushed the corners out here. You know all those little tricks to make it look nice. Fold this down here, and then I'm going to sew along here, and then I'm going to sew along there in order for the cord or ribbon or whatever you're going to use to go in. So I'm going to get that bit done, and then I'll show you the next stage. You need to cut a piece of material. If you want to, you can cut it out of the same material, which I think looks rather nice. Or, of course, you can just put some ribbon or cord through, whatever it is that you fancy. So that's down to you and your creativity. If you do want to do this, this is how you do it. You cut a piece about 1 inch wide. You sew it all the way down. Don't sew the ends. Alright, then I've actually overdone the end of here. But then you pop your pin on there, and you've got to, and this is a real fiddly tricky bit, and this can take ages, or you can do it in a jiffy. And then you push this pin all the way through, but you just got to get it started, and once you've got it started you can push it all the way through to the end, and then you end up with it turned back in the other way. Alright, and then you've got to take this, you can slip stitch this. It's better if you slip stitch it, but I'm just going to do it on the machine tonight. You do it, because this is the bit you're going to push that cord through, you do it from the top of the stitching for the seam that you've made in order to pop your ribbon through. To do both ends. And when you have done both ends, you just pop your cord through here and push it through exactly the same way. I haven't done this other side, but just so that you get the idea. Push it through, take it round and through there, exactly like that. Push it out the other end. Remember, both ends should be sewn down. I just haven't got around to doing that one. So now you have your drawstring through there for your little bag. All you do then is pop that inside of there, slip stitch it over, and then tie a little knot in the end, just like this one here. Alright, thank you for listening and watching.